Hey guys, this is Ginny with LearnWithGinny.com. We're live on Facebook and hopefully you can hear me. It looks like I have a good connection at the moment and I hope it sticks because I don't have my HD video ready today. So let me know that you can hear me and say hi. Tell me what your business is, what your biggest struggle is in your life, in your business basically. And you know what? With your kids, because it all is intertwined. And that is the whole point of what I write about, what I talk about, is how our home business lives and how our parenting is all intertwined and how we live our lives. It's all, anyway, that's my whole point. So that's why I'm here. And I hope that what I share with you today will help you move forward closer to that freedom that we all strive for. So I wrote my little post, but I did say in my post that I have two stories that I'm going to tell you about. Two stories that might illustrate what my point is. So I hope you get it and I hope it helps. So what I'm going to talk about is breaking bad habits and conformity. There's a quote, and I think it's Aristotle, that said something like conformity. I'll have to look it up. Something about conformity is the death of creativity or something like that. And we want to strive to be creative in our home business and in our lives. And you, with your own personal brand, want to be different because you're very unique and you're going to attract a different set of people than I would. So it's important that you figure this part out. Now the story I want to tell you about is there's these caterpillars. They're called processionary caterpillars or pine caterpillars. They're very destructive, but what they do is they follow each other head to toe, touching each other. You know, like the first one is in line and the second one is touching its tail with its head, and they follow each other that way. And there was a guy named Fabre, I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to speak French, sorry. He's a French naturalist, and what he did is he took these caterpillars, put them on the rim of a pot, and when the leader started, and then, you know, put the next one down, and it followed and followed until they were in a circle, all touching each other. Those caterpillars kept going around in a circle for like 7 days until they died. And they died, of course, of starvation, and all they had to do was one of them break free from that circle and go to the center of the pot because their favorite food was right there. All the while they were going around in that pot. Now, caterpillars have to rely on instinct, and we humans have the capability to make choices. So that's the whole point of that story. Don't follow the leader. Come up with your own creative ideas, because you're going to find that those creative ideas will work better for you in particular than for those leaders, if that makes sense. And you know, another point I want to make from Earl Nightingale, I was listening to him. You're going to be hearing a lot about him until I'm done with this volume. It's a very big volume, so there's a lot to share. And I also have a giant Ben Settle book I'm reading, so you're going to hear a lot about that too. Anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. I'm just going to keep going to the next story. But, oh, I know what it was. The leader, right? We were talking about the leader. He says, and I believe it's true, that if you look at history, a lot of times the leaders aren't always right. So why not come up with your own ideas, right? Your fresh ideas, and put your own take on it. So, I believe my next topic will be about creativity, so that's going to seg right into it. The next story that I wanted to tell you is Earl Nightingale, he was telling me, I'm listening to his audiobook, but you know, it's like he's talking to me. He walked to the newsstand with a friend of his, and they get to the newsstand. His friend buys the paper, and the guy at the newsstand, who runs the newsstand, is, you know, really grumpy, and he takes his paper, hands him his money, says thank you, and the guy just grumbles. And Earl's like, well, he's a grumpy fellow, right? I'm probably not getting this exactly right. You should listen to the story. And his friend is like, yeah, he's like that all the time. That's just normal. And I guess the friend had, you know, said, well, thank you very much, you know, for my paper, and was very polite. And Earl's like, why do you continue to be so polite to him? And this is what he said. Why should I let other people control my behavior? Think about that. Why should you? Why should you let other people control how you feel or how you live? Be your own person. Now, I also mentioned in my post that creating new habits creates freedom. And it's amazing because if you really create those new habits, you do feel free. It's amazing. Like if you decide that you are going to eat healthy, start exercising, and you make it a habit, things change inside you. You're more healthy, you have more energy, you start to see things in a more positive light. That's just one example. I'm going to recommend to you that you go get The Miracle Morning. It's a short read, but it's an inspirational story, and he'll also give you some ideas on how to create a miracle morning for yourself. And it has to do with what you do first thing in the morning. And I'm going to highly recommend that you follow through and do what he tells you to do in the book. So, create those better habits, healthy habits, habits that move your business forward, which could be like me doing a live video every day, or writing a blog post every day, or writing to your email list every day and building that list. Those kinds of activities. But the whole you needs attention. So take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your business, and everything will fall into place, and your habits will create this freedom. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you make it a wonderful day. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Don't forget to go to the blog post. I'm going to put the link in this video. Don't forget to go over there because you can get free stuff on my products page. You can get the free training, or take the 5 steps to manifesting your goals training, because that will also teach you some of these habits that will help you create your freedom. Okay, make it a great day.